Hi students, good morning. In the last class, we were discussing the solution, right? Yes. And the term solution is obtained from activity 2.2. Did you remember what was the activity? Yes, that is we divided four groups as A, B, C and D. A and B have got a solution. See, group A is prepared solution by mixing few crystals of copper sulfate in water. Second one, that's B group, prepared copper sulfate solution by taking one spatula full of copper sulfate. And see, here A and B have got solution. But the solutions obtained A and B are differ in the shade. So, in a solution, the relative proportion of solute and solvent can be varied. Once again, in a solution, the relative proportion of solute and solvent can be varied. So, depending upon the amount of solute present in a solution, we can say it is diluted, concentrated, etc. Depending upon the amount of solute present in a solution, it can be called a dilute and concentrated or saturated. Another word for concentrated solution, saturated solution. See, the dilute and concentrate are only the comparative terms. So, in the activity 2.2, the group A and B got the same solution, but they differ only in concentration. So, let us discuss the term concentration. Okay, so what is concentration? In order to discuss the topic, let us do another activity. Activity 2.3. See, take approximately 50 ml of water, each into separate beakers. 50 ml water into separate beakers. Add salt in one beaker and sugar or barium chloride in the second beaker with continuous stirring. See, take two beakers and take 50 ml of water in each. 50 ml water. And to this, let's add some salt. And here, salt, sugar or barium chloride. Barium chloride. And stir it well. See, when no more solute can be dissolved, heat the contents of the beaker to rise the temperature by about 5 degrees Celsius. Start adding the solute again. And see, as we know, by adding limited quantity of solute to the solvent, that is to the water, it will dissolve, no doubt. So by adding more and more solute, it may take more time to dissolve. So for that, we are always raising the temperature. So by increasing temperature, more solute can be dissolved in a specified amount of solvent. And see, at a particular temperature, a solution that has dissolved as much solute in its amount is said to be saturated solution. Listen, what is saturated solution? See, saturated solution means when no more solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. That is, a solution which is prepared by mixing the suitable amount of solute. Suitable means a definite amount of solute. So before studying saturated, let us discuss one more point like solubility. After that, let us discuss saturated solutions clearly. So solubility means, as we know, while we dissolving solute in specified amount of solvent, it may dissolve. And by adding 1 spoon salt or sugar, it will dissolve very easily. By adding more and more, it may take more time. That is, it has a capacity to dissolve the maximum amount of solute. And that capacity is called solubility. So, solubility means it is the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a specified amount of solvent at a particular temperature. Once again, the capacity of a solution to dissolve maximum amount of solute in a specified amount of solvent at a particular temperature. And this is what we call solubility. So, any solution in which no more solute can be dissolved are called saturated. And see, if the amount of solute contained in a solution is less than the saturation level, it is called an unsaturated solution. So what do you mean by unsaturated solution? That is, if the amount of solute contained in a solution is less than saturated level. As we know, saturation level means the capacity of a solvent to dissolve the specified amount of or maximum amount of solute. Okay, and that is what we call solubility. So any solution which is prepared or which has enough solute dissolved in it are called saturated. And if the amount or the quantity of solute is less than that required amount is called unsaturated. Okay, did you get? Saturated, unsaturated and solubility. Okay, yes. And see, what would happen if you were to take a saturated solution at a certain temperature and cool it slowly? What happened? When a saturated solution at a certain temperature is taken and cool it slowly. Is there any change in concentration? No. So listen, we can infer from this activity that the different substances in a given solvent have different solubilities at the same temperature. What's that? Different substances in a given solvent have different solubilities at the same temperature. And the concentration of a solution is expressed in terms of the mass of solute taken or the amount of solute taken. The concentration of a solution can be expressed in terms of mass by mass percentage or mass by volume percentage. Mass by mass percentage or mass by volume percentage. And see, how can we express the mass by mass percentage of a solution? First one, mass percentage or mass by mass percentage of a solution can be expressed as mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. Okay, this percentage. So, mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. This is what? The concentration, that is mass by mass percentage. So, mass by mass percentage is given as mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. Okay? Yes. A simple example. A 5% solution of sodium chloride. A simple example. Or salt solution. 5% solution of salt solution. So 5% salt solution means that is the solution contain 5 gram of salt in 95 gram of water. Once again, 5% salt solution means that is it is prepared by dissolving 5 gram of salt in 95 gram of water. So here mass of solute, it is 5 gram, and mass of solution, as we know, solution is solute plus solvent. Solute here is 5 and solvent here is 95. So 5 by 100. So 5 by 100 into 100. So answer becomes 5%. Okay. Similarly, we can calculate mass by volume percentage. How can we express mass by volume percentage? Simple one, that is mass of solute by volume of solution. Volume of solution into 100. The same thing. Here, instead of mass, volume is taken. So, mass of solute taken in liter of solution. Here, mass in gram or kilogram itself. Okay, that's difference. Here, mass by mass. Here both are gram. That is mass of solute and mass of solution are taken in gram. But here, the mass of solute is in gram and the volume of solution in liter. Okay, well, that is the difference. So, today's point, which are there? Let's recollect what we have discussed here. First one, solubility. Second one, saturated. Then unsaturated. And third one, how can we express the concentration of a solution. I hope all of you get the topic. Okay, thank you.